Welcome back. Let's have some fun. Our next guest is a very funny actor, director, and writer. You've seen him in Neighbors. You've seen him in The Mindy Project, Mad TV, and his movie, The Oath, is in theaters this Friday. Please welcome to Good Morning Football, Chicago's own Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Ike.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the greatest pinball machine I've ever seen in my life.
How'd it go?
That's a Chicago Bears pinball machine. And, yeah. Do I get to keep it when I leave?
You can throw it over your shoulder.
Listen, we don't even give our mugs away. You're not getting the pinball
If
machine.
only you knew how right you were. Ike, you are a massive Bears fan. You even named your daughter Peyton.
I did.
After the sweetness.
I did.
That is incredible.
And it's a bummer when people come up to me and go, "Oh, Peyton, are you a big Colts fan?" I'm like, no.
Oh,
The other Peyton.
P-A-Y, right?
P-A-Y.
Saints fan? No. Bears
Yes,
fan.
Bears
How did you come upon your Chicago Bears super fandom?
Well, I grew up in the city, right there. Come on.
That's
and,
right.
And in the city
Hey, we do have
adjacent.
soft in the suburbs. Hey, Lake Forest.
That was like
No fist, just
the movie Get Out right there.
Right. I don't want to get beat up by these city kids. Get out.
It's a thing, Kyle.
I know.
It's impossible to grow up in Chicago in the 80s and not be a giant Bears fan, just because the team was so good, and they all lived in the city afterwards. So you would growing up, you go to a gym and see Otis Wilson, or you go to a bar and see Steve McMichael.
What?
You know, they were just
Mongo.
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 Yeah, I named my son Wilbur after Wilbur Brandt.
Mongo watches
Hi,
every morning.
Mongo. What's up, baby? I love you,
Yes.
Steve. But if I have another daughter, I might name her Trubisky after that Bucks game. Oh my
Trubisky
God.
Barinholtz.
Trubisky Barinholtz. She's really starting life on a rough slope if her name is Trubisky Barinholtz. It's going to be a hard one for her.
In all seriousness, Mitchell Trubisky has looked good before the bye. There are some questions about him to start the season. Where does he stack up?
I will say this. For some reason, even his rookie season when he wasn't that great, I had a confidence with him that I haven't had in the last 20 Bears QBs. And then after last week, I'm all in. I'm putting all my chips in the Trubisky basket, and I can't imagine that will backfire.
All right.
Never.
Did you once put them in the color basket the same way, though? Because many of us did.
Is there a Cade McCown battle?
Oh, you're going to cover the frog on us and sip your tea. Okay. All right. Well,
Oh, this is wonderful scotch, guys.
Yes. Single malt.
all right. Now, speaking of scotch, I feel like the fans are all drunk off of this Bears love. They're on a
Yes.
3-game win streak right now, leading the NFC North, as we all know. But they are still in the division with 3 guys. Aaron Rodgers, who we call Pennywise.
Yes. Hey, Bears fans, come down here. We all float down here. Come on, Barinholtz, I'll bite your face off.
He's terrifying.
Don't stick your hand in that sewer, as we say. Matt Stafford, who is Jason Voorhees. I mean, if you trip like a white girl in the forest in the fourth quarter, he's going to get you.
He's going to get you.
He's going to get you.
He will get you.
And then Kirk Cousins, who kind of has a Norman Bates vibe about him.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
Yeah.
But he has to stick in there and fight with these guys the rest of the season. How much faith do you have with that quarterback in this division?
I'm the opposite of bearish. I'm bullish.
Okay.
I'm bullish on the Bears this year, even though I've been completely demoralized by the Green Bay Packers for most of my adult life on any level.
It happens.
Even that first game, week 1, was
tough.
Yeah, because I was out with my kids and my friends were texting me like, "We're back! The Bears are back!" And I ran home and turned on the last 3 minutes. I was like, "This is terrible. What happened?" But I like their chances. I mean, the defense got a lot better.
Yeah.
With Mr. Mack, who I don't know if you guys could tell, we have the exact same body.
I was going to say, you remind me of it.
I walked in, you're like, "Oh, Khalil Mack's here." Oh no, it's the guy from Neighbors.
I have to do a double take.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Awesome.
But the defense got better, and if Trubisky keeps doing it, and Tarek Cohen, man, all my Jewish friends in Chicago are like, "Tarek's one of us." I'm like, I don't think so. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but Tariq Cohen and Eddie Goldman, neither Jewish.
Neither Jewish. But I'm feeling good about the Bears this year, and yeah, I'm excited to see where they're going to go.
You're talking about the Bears now, and obviously you mentioned the movie Neighbors that you were in, obviously Mad TV, but way back in the 90s, you were in Second City with the Tina Feys, the Amy Poehler's. Can you take us into that improv scene and who you were raised with? Who were the guys coming up with you?
Well, I was, just to be clear, while Amy and Tina were on stage, I was a busboy, basically. So I would be wiping up the vomit that when the kids would come in, would drink too much and throw up, and I'd be like, "One day I'll be in a movie with you guys." But my kind of generation was Seth Meyers, Jason Sudeikis, Jordan Peele, Get Out, Jack McBrayer, just these amazing, hilarious people.
Did you guys know that there's a future for you guys to kind of prosper onto the next side, or is it just kind of having fun?
It's minute-to-minute fun, but it was great to see the old guys, like Chris Farley used to come back in and hang out with us and just do bits and stuff. So it was a very, very, very special time.
Well, so was the 80s, of course, in Chicago. You already mentioned guys like Mama's Boy Otis, Jimbo Covert, Tom
Mama's Boy Otis,
Thayer.
he's one of the kind. The ladies love him for his body.
And his mind.
And his mind.
Don't
Not
forget the second
just-
part.
Not just his body, also his mind.
Yeah.
I bet every verse of that thing you could break down. Willie Galt's verse, Steve Fuller's is incredible.
Steve Fuller must have been like, really? I get a verse? I get a full verse? Okay, great, no problem. Dewerson's right over there, but I'll do that. Yeah.
They go and say, Jimbo is our man. It's
Jimmy
amazing.
can't do it. I sure can.
This guy is a fan.
No wonder. I run like lightning, throw like thunder.
Unbelievable. Doing the Steve Fuller verse.
Bring on Atlanta. Bring on Dallas. This is for Mike and Papa Bear
Hallis.
Come on, guys. I could do this all day.
I love that.
I could sit here all day.
You mentioned Khalil Mack, and the reason we love him and he's such a threat, and he might even be MVP if he keeps his pace up, is because he does it all. It's not just one thing. He's versatile and sort of puts everything on his back. I feel like you are him because you did that with The Oath. Not only are you starring in it, you wrote this thing. This is your directorial debut. That's super, super impressive. How did you Khalil Mack this and juggle it all?
I had 6 high-protein meals throughout the day, and I put on 37 pounds of lean muscle for the film. No, I knew it's a movie all about fighting with your family around the holidays, which I think is something that a lot of people have these days. And so I just I got in a bit of a fight with my family after the holidays, and I thought, oh, I think we can make this a funny movie, and we can get some laughs and some scares and stuff. So I just kind of surrounded myself like Khalil surrounds himself with his great unit. I surrounded myself with great, people who are all A students. I'm not. And yeah, we set it up.
Yeah,
Now, speaking of one of those A students, is Tiffany Haddish, who you co-star
she's an A
in this
student.
film. And for most people, they feel like she's come out of nowhere, but she's been grinding on the stand-up circuit for a long time, putting in her work. But in that same light, though, for the masses who think she just came out of nowhere, who would you say is the NFL version of Tiffany Haddish, the breakout star who should be on everybody's radar right now?
I'm actually, even though you just said I'm like Khalil Mack because we look alike, I'm going to say from the Bears POV, she's Khalil Mack. Because
Really?
we knew who she was, but she was on the Raiders. And who are the Raiders? Right. No. And now that she's here, everyone's like, she's my favorite player. So I'm going to say Tiffany Haddish and Khalil Mack.
I like that.
Yeah.
So much excitement from Mac, from Bears fans. It's incredible.
It's honestly not since 54 was
Yeah.
a player who I think
Yeah.
has been...
You know what else this guy has in common with us?
So.
Howard Stern superfan right here.
Oh, peace and love. Peace and love.
It's The Oath, and it's this Friday.
It's coming out in New York, LA, DC this Friday, the next Friday everywhere. Go see it. You will laugh and be scared, and you'll know how to handle the holiday problem.
Ike, you are as smooth as a chocolate swirl, and you know
I dance
what
a
I
little
mean.
funky, so watch me, girl. There's no one here who doesn't like me. My Super Bowl shuffle will set you free.
Hey, amazing! I love it.
All right, he's really going to steal the
Thank you,
pinball
guys.
machine, so I don't know if we have security or
Yeah,
something
no,
to deal
I'm
with that,
taking
but
that thing.
we'll be back because Breezy